G'day, g'day. Welcome back to Mel's Crafty Paper Place. Thank you for stopping by today. Today I am joining in with the Rediscover Your Stash YouTube hop, and this month's Busting Your Stash is specialty papers. That includes like vellums, gold foil papers, embossed papers, you name it, anything specialty that we can get. Beautiful little things they are. I don't have a lot of trouble using foiled papers. I really like a nice gold foil paper to scrapbook with, but the one thing that I've had trouble using are these embossed papers, which you can sand and expose the core. They're made by Basic Grey, and they have been in my stash for quite a while. I wonder, I've got a little bit of glare down here, so I just covered it up. So you sand the papers. They all have different patterns. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different patterns, and you can expose the coloured core. They're really cool. When I bought them, I thought they were really cool, but I have had trouble using them. I think it might be the colours are a little bit different, and I kind of realised the other day, maybe because it's Basic Grey, that they're a little bit different. These are, I wonder how well these are. I bought 2 pads. They have 20 sheets in them. I wonder if they have a date, 2011 on the back. I don't think I bought them that long ago. It would be very close though, maybe 12 or 13, so these would be a good 10 years old. So I have 2, and this is really pretty, this one. This is, I've used one piece from this pack, but the colours are just a little bit different. I think that's what makes it hard for me to use. So that's the colour, but the core colour is the pink on the end there. So when you sand it, it will go pink. And this is pink as well. So they sort of, this has just a different shade of green. So it's like an olivey green. And then it'll go like a more grass green will come through. So yeah, the blue has like a lighter blue shade come through. So yeah, lacy, florally. This one's really pretty. This one's called Ornate Collection. That one I really like, and I think would be the easiest to use. Well, I say easy, but I haven't used it yet. But I think it's because the colours are a little bit different and harder to match up with projects. The one that I want to try and use today is some of this one, and this is the Whimsy Collection. And I've picked a couple out of here because they're a little bit different and harder. Not just the colours hard to use, but the patterns hard to use as well for me. Now that I've sort of know what I'm doing a little bit with the scrapbooking. I bought these many years ago when I first started scrapbooking, so I didn't really know how to use them. I just thought they were really cool. So yeah, I hope you can see that on camera. It's a really cloudy, it's raining outside, we're getting more rain, so yeah, lighting will be a little bit dark today. So there's black, there's green, the blue comes through on the black. There's a leafy pattern which I picked in the green shade. I'll show you in a moment. And then there's like a little flower pattern, a pink, and there's circles. The circles are really cool, but I think you just have to, it just feels very retro. So I do have some retro papers. Maybe I could try and mix it with that. So maybe I'll try and do that. So yeah, it has different patterns again, and then I did think about using this one, and I sanded a little bit. This one, embossing is not very thick, maybe because it's been sitting for a long time, so it's not very raised. So yeah, I just have to be careful where I sand for that one. But yeah, I'm going to try and use this today. I have picked a couple of pages, so I'll just pop this to the side. So my photos are a couple of photos from Italy when we went for our honeymoon 20 odd years ago. So I'm going to be using those, which the colours in there's greens and blues and blacks and yellows and oranges. So and all the colours of the rainbow. So I could pick any of the colours in the pad, so that really made it a lot easier. My papers that I'm going to be using are, and I only have scraps left, so I'm going to be using Simple Stories, Simple Vintage Country Harvest. This is the colour, this is the pad I'm going to be using. I've done a fair few of my photos from Italy with this collection because of the little pumpkins and squashes and that on the table, the colours of the walls and that kind of thing. And I love the colours in them, but we don't really have foliage that drops because we're too tropical. We don't have foliage that drops and have these beautiful autumn colours, so I had to use it for something else. So yeah, I have done a few of these photos because when we were over there in Italy it was autumn, so or fall for them as well. So that was why I've chosen it. So the one I have picked for my back page or my base page, I've picked this black one with the little flowers. I think it's like little flower pattern, little circles and little florals and little flowers in between. So I'm going to use that. I'm not sure I'm going to sand this one. I might just use it as is. Then because I also, for inspiration, to help me just use it, I picked a sketch from Page Maps because I thought, I was just struggling. So I thought, okay, I will grab a sketch, and I really liked this one here because it had the border. And I thought, well, then the plain cardstock there, or the plain pattern, I thought maybe I could use two. So that's why I've picked the black as my background, and then I've picked the blue leaf pattern as well to go in the centre. It's a bit in your face, to put it politely. It's a bit in your face. So and I find with Simple Stories or Echo Parker that the paper's always quite busy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mat this with white cardstock, just a very thin line, and then I may sand. I have gone ahead and cut my papers that I want to use in that, just to help this video not be so long. So I think I might start putting it together. So what I wanted to do is mat this one, and then I will sand, because I haven't sanded yet. Hope I can find my sanding block. Let me have a look. In my drawer beside me, yes. Good old Bunnings sanding block does the trick. $2. So yeah, I'm going to just a very fine, get my head in the way so I can see. I'll pull it down here because I want to get it a little bit even. And I have already popped my double-sided tape on. And what I do is I just hold it. I've just peeled the tiniest bit off, just so that I can pull it up. I got that little cheat off of YouTube, off of someone, though I can't remember who. But I got that little cheat off of YouTube, and it works brilliantly. You can place it and then peel your tape off, and it doesn't move. Except for my crooked eyes, it's not going to be even because I'm crooked anyway. Well, I hope you're getting some crafty time in today. And on this YouTube hop, you will find lots of videos, Instagram, and photos that have been uploaded to the album on the Rediscover Your Stash Facebook group. So pop in there to give you lots of ideas if you have trouble or are like me and challenged in using some of your papers, just so you can use them or lose them, really. There we go. I'm liking that. It's busy, but not too busy. So I think what I'll do is I'll put this down. Just wondering if I will, because I think it's blue on the back of there. Yeah, it'll pop through a little bit blue. I might pop through just a little bit on the corners. We have the title here, and I've put a little, I'm going to put a little bit of embellishment cluster there. I don't think I'm going to go right through the middle. I think I'm going to go 1, 2, 3 for my embellishments. So I might put a little bit there, a little bit there, maybe a little bit on this corner of the black, just a tiny touch. And the same for this as well, on the green one. Right, maybe I should do that before I stick it down. Alright, let's have a go, shall we? This is a bit scary. Alright, so down in this corner, see what colour it turns. Oh, turns out to be. This is going to be messy. Oh, that's quite cool. Just going to do a little bit through there. And I think because my paper has been sitting for so long, some of my embellished bits are not as prominent as they once were. There we go. Kind of looks like mixed media, doesn't it? Okay, that one there, halfway here, just a little bit through there maybe. Squeeze it a little bit, give it a little rub, like so, something like that. And up here at the corner. Clean it up a little bit. Oops. Trying to get the flowers up a little bit because they're a little bit low. It's very soft. I think I'm leaving some sandpaper behind. Try to go a little bit. There. Let's just pop that in the bin a little bit. Oh, golly. Making a bit of a mess. Alright, before I clean up, let's just do a little bit here. Maybe a little bit, hey, not too much. Just a little bit, maybe. Oh, this is scary. Hopefully all this is not too much. Just going to do a little bit. Just a little peeky. Because the blue is not really a matchy blue, so I'm just going to do a little bit, just a little tiny hint in the middle on this side. Sorry about the noise, I hope it's not too noisy. There we go. Now it's only very faint, so that's okay. Just brush all this off. Golly. I think I've just about worn my sanding pad out too. Oh, might have to use a wet wipe. Here we go. I'll vacuum that up later. Right, here we go. It's okay. A little bit different. A little bit different. Again, I'm just trying to treat it like normal paper and utilize it. So let's stick that down. I've got my tape on there already. I'm just going to fold. Face it out, fold. So yeah, I hope you're getting some crafty time in. It's a very quiet day here at home. It's Monday and the kids are back at school. Yay! And and it's still hot though. 30 odd degrees today, 33 or something today I think. 32 degrees Celsius today. And lots of humidity, just to make it even more fun. Make sure I put this the right way up. Okay. I'll just sit that down where I'm thinking. Right, excuse my head while I line up. I think the print on the back is a little bit crooked as well. It's making it a little bit harder to line up. Just have to gauge it a little bit. Maybe there. Okay, let's go for it. Pull that off. That way. I quite like the green one. The green one's a very pretty colour. And I like the leaf pattern. That was my favourite out of that book. That pad of paper. There we go. Oh, exciting. Okay. There we go. So as per the sketch, the photo goes sort of in the middle. And then there's a couple of pieces of paper on the side, my title up here in the right hand corner, and then some embellishments through the middle. But I think I'm going to swap out and go 1, 2, 3. I don't know, it just wasn't working the other way. So there we go. So that goes in the middle, and I have popped that up on some foam. So I think I might do that. I might pop it over that way just a little bit more. And the little pieces of paper I'm using have got the little moths or butterflies on there, and I tried to cut it so that I could see the butterflies out the side and on this side, and it had all the colours in too, so then I could bring in lots of different colours. And there's a little strip down there which I'm going to try and pop there as well. It's very colourful, a bit busy already. So yeah, I might glue that into place, get my glue. Okay, so yeah, this was a long time ago, our trip to Italy. My husband and my 3 older children went late last year with my husband's parents as well. Because they wanted to make one last trip back home. Yeah, because they're 80 years old, so they made one last trip home, and Sergio went with them just to like help out, make sure everything ran alright. Because I've got the border on the left hand side, I'm just going to move it to slightly to the right, and it's a little bit closer to the top I think. So that's okay, roughly. I might have to trim that down a little bit more. Just trim this a little bit more so it sits in just a little bit more. Here we go. And my little moffies slash butterflies. A bit hard to tell. They're the colour of our moths. We don't really have butterflies this colour. Our butterflies are really like bright yellow and blue and yeah, just really bright. Not sort of, our moths are more browns and goldy yellows, so dusty colours. So yeah, it's a bit, I call these moths. I'm just going to pop that one over this side here, roughly there. I made this one 6 inches high, and I followed the sizing for the photos actually as well. I wasn't going to cut them down at all, but I might need to put some glue behind that, but we'll leave that for now and see if that sticks. I followed the photo, so my photos are 5 by 3.5 high, and then I just matted them with a little bit of white cardstock, the inside from this one. It's making everything warp, the humidity, so it's a bit annoying. Right, let's do this side here. I think I'm going to have to trim that a little bit as well. Right, let's peel the tape off, and then I might have to put a little bit of glue on it. Yeah, I'm going to have to trim that whole lot off there, I think. That's a bit of a bummer, that's okay. Just to hide under there. I think it needs a little bit more off. Because I have my little border strip there as well. Alright, I might put a little bit of glue on this one just to help it stick. There we go. A little bit of glue. Not too much though. I might try and peel back the glue. Sometimes it comes out a bit fast. There we go. So yeah, I can still see my moths, so I'm happy about that. Or my butterflies, my moths. Poke it in a little bit further so I'll leave room for it. There we go. Hope that's not too bad. It's pretty straight. These are all our relatives, my husband's cousins. I think she's a cousin, he's a cousin, he's a cousin, that's his aunt, it's me, it's me. So yeah, I think that's an uncle from over there too. So yeah, it was a really nice time we had over there. Beautiful in Italy, absolutely beautiful. Everything's very old, and you know, it's a lot of beautiful architecture and everything over there, all the churches, and the beautiful, obviously the ruins and everything from the Roman times and everything. So I'm just going to pop this just down the side here, just alongside this one. I'm not going to pop it underneath, just alongside, because I'm going to put embellishments over it anyway. There we go. Right. So for my embellishments, they'll probably cover nearly all of this up, really. I may have to sand a little bit more. And we'll see how we go. I may do a little bit more out here. Right, so my title is up here. And what did I do with my title? I put some foam behind my title because it's a sticker. Because I don't have a lot left. I have like half a sheet of stickers, so I tried to pick a title that was from there, and I'm going to pop that up there, and I'm also going to pop, and the sketch doesn't have it, it just has a title and then embellishments across the middle, but I'm going to put a little bit of embellishment up there because it just was already very busy, and I didn't want to cover up my butterflies / moths because I really like them. So I'm going to put a couple of moths around as well. I'm just going to give these a little snip so they fit in there. These leaves were unusual. They look like cabbage leaves to me. I don't know what they are, but anyway, kind of look like cabbage leaves. So I'm going to glue those in. I think I'm going to use glue today. So that'll be another photo done. 2 photos done actually, which will be really good. I have a lot of photos from the trip obviously, and I haven't done that many. So it'll be really nice to get some done and into an album. So I usually just scrapbook whatever, but I really need to do an album, like something in date order, so I can put it in an album in date order. Would be nice. Makes a little bit of sense to me. So yeah, like a project. Because when I watch the ladies on YouTube, or the scrapbookers on YouTube, I see that they are doing like a certain vacation or something like that. So that's, I'm like, oh yeah, that's a good idea, instead of just having all random pages everywhere. So I think I'm going to try and do that. So I have started with this, and I took some photos to a scrapbooking retreat that I went to last year. And because it was my first retreat, I didn't get many photos scrapbooked. I only did, I did like 12 layouts, which is not many, but I'd never been to one before, so I spent most of the time, or a lot of the time, chatting. So I think I will be a little bit better next time. Excuse my head if I get in there. Yeah, I will make sure I don't chat so much, or make sure I utilise my time better. So I quite like my cabbage leaves popping out the top there. And then I'm going to put a little butterfly up here, / moth. So can I just see the, it's kind of like mixed media at the back there, so I quite like it. I might, I think I'll have to, what I might do with these paper pads is pop a couple of pages in with, because I store my scrapbooking supplies by collection. So I have all my collection together. And what I might do is go through and see if I can match up some of the pages with colours in collections, and also the feel of it too. It's getting a bit warpy, isn't it? That's your humidity in the air. So what I might do is put them together so that I might be able to use some, even for backing photos and stuff, but just to get it used. The colours, like they're not spot on the colours, but because there's so many different shades of green in here, I think it goes okay. I think it's not too bad. What I might do also is a little bit more sanding. Actually, I think some of this is falling apart already. Let's do a little bit more. I want to see a little bit more of it up here. I need my butterfly. So I think I might do just a little bit more. Oh, hold still, butterfly. Might have to re-glue the butterfly. Get on the page a little bit more there. Just so I can see it a little bit more. Because the blue is not coming through as bright as I thought it would be. It's actually quite subtle. Sort of almost like a greyish blue. There we go. Okay. A little bit more exposure there. Here we go. So yeah, what I might do, I think, is I went a bit deep with that one. I might try that. At least it will maybe get some utilised. I'm just going to put my little truck that says autumn, which is what we call it here in Australia. We don't call it fall, we call it autumn. And I have a blue butterfly moth here as well, which I thought I might pop down here. It's a bit big, but I do have a little sticker. Maybe I might use the sticker. I'll have a look. I have a little apple on this one as well. And little pumpkins. This is the only time I'm using all the pumpkins, because we don't obviously have pumpkin spice lattes and all that kind of thing. They might in the city, but it's not really a time of year for pumpkins and that for us here in Australia, because autumn is coming up next month. in March, and it'll still be quite warm. Quite toasty. Takes a while for it to cool down. We get a couple of cold snaps before, and then heat waves and cold snaps, and then it decides to cool down permanently, sort of thing. There we go. I might put a little bit of glue on that too. So yeah, I'm just going to put a little embellishment cluster down here, and even though fall has nothing to do and autumn has nothing to do with this photo, we were there in autumn / fall, so it's about as good as it's going to get. Right, let's do the pumpkin and that, and we might poke that behind the truck. Oops. Let go glue. Oh, I'm going to put that bigger apple on the left hand side and cover up one of my moths, but will have to be turning a little bit as well. And the little pumpkin can come just to this side here, like so. And then I'm going to put the moth / butterfly over here at the top of the pumpkin. Put a fair bit of. Right, he's settling down. I'm just going to pop it there. Maybe there in the middle. Maybe. There we go. Let it dry. Let that dry and set. I'm going to put a little heart with my Nuvo glue just on the wheel arch there of the truck. Just for a little bit of green in it. Tweezers here. So yeah, currently raining outside. Oh, again. We just had 3 inches of rain the other day. So everything is saturated. So soaked. There we go. That's my second one. Last one. Now over here I have devil pumpkins. Look at them. They look like they've got horns, don't they? So what I was thinking, because I have like 4 or 5 of these, I thought I might put a couple together if I could. And make it like one big case like that. So I might do that. I'm thinking. Alright, get the glue off of here. Just to use them up, because I'm not going to be having layouts with pumpkins on forever. This is about as close as it's going to get, because I don't even like pumpkin. So I'm just going to stick that in behind Alberto there. Like so. Like that. And pop the other one over here. I have a thicker with a blue pumpkin on it, so I might use that instead of my die cut. So I'm thinking like that sort of thing. Just overlap it so it kind of just looks like a big box of pumpkins. Evil pumpkins. And I'm going to put this white pumpkin at the back. I think some of these might be called something else. I'm not sure this is a pumpkin, but maybe a squash or something. Because I know there's different types of pumpkin things. Oh, come on, up you go. Something like that. Maybe move that over just a tad. There we go. Then I'm thinking, because I have still some of these thickers left as well. I have a lot of words like harvest and stuff like that. I'll have to put them with some other layouts, because this is not really a harvest. at all. So I have this little one here, so I think I'm going to pop him at the front there. And then I'm just about done. And that's used 2 pieces of that paper, which I'm really happy. It was a struggle though. It took me a while to sort of work out what I wanted to do. I think because of the vibe of the paper, it's not just like plain cardstock. It's got because of the patterns on it, it's a little bit different. And then I think I'm going to put that across there. A little wordy bit. Get my glue out of there. Just getting a bit messy. Pop, pop, pop. There we go. Pop. Whoops. There we go. Whoops. All the good things. Just there. Right. The only other thing I don't have, which I will have to put, is some bling. Oh, what about some orange bling? Don't have orange bling. Orange. I do have an orange bling, but it's peach, not orange per se. Oh, I have green. What about pretty green? I think I want orange. Oh, let me have a look for some orange bling. Surely I can find some orange bling. It's not going to be an easy colour. I've only got blue. Oh, here we are. Orange bling. Thank you, Uniquely Creative. Alright. Let's pop this on and then we're done. They're a bit dark, but that's okay. Let's go with it. A big one, a medium one, and a small one. I think I'm just going to go here. In that little spot there. And one more big one up the top. I do like to put my big ones at the bottom. And my smaller ones on the top. I don't know why, but it's just the way I do. So I might pop right there, and a teeny tiny one over here. Teeny tiny one. Whoops. So teeny tiny, I dropped it. Hope it's still recording. Well, I hope you have enjoyed my video. If you did, I'd love for you to give a thumbs up to let me know. And if you could put down the bottom in the comments where you're watching from, that'd be awesome. Because here in Australia we have a few people, but not many talented ladies. But it's nice to know where people are watching from, because you can watch from anywhere in the world. There we go. I'm happy. I don't like that one there though. Can I move it? No, I'll leave my dot behind. I don't like that there. Let's put another one over here on the box. There we go. Well, thank you very much for stopping by today, and I hope you like my layout. Hope it inspires you to get those difficult papers out and give a go in bashing some of them. So until next time, next month, I'll see you again soon. Thank you. Bye.